Now that we have reviewed what like terms are and some of the properties associated with addition and multiplication, we're going to focus on how to combine like terms. So when we combine like terms, we are combining the coefficients in front of the variables. So for instance, in my first question, I've got two terms here that appear to be like terms because they both have an x and a y for variables. I also have a 2x and a 4y. So this 2x and this 4y don't match up with anything else, but these first two terms do appear to be like, and I can combine them. And when I combine, I'm really just taking 7 minus 3, or if I leave change opposite, 7 plus negative 3. Either way, that should give me a 4xy. Notice the xy is sort of a label, so the xy didn't change. It's like 7 bananas minus 3 bananas is 4 bananas. The 2x and the 4y, even though they have one of the variables in this term, they don't have both, and so they're not like terms. So for my answer, I will just write them at the end, just like that. For my next example, notice this has an x, this has an x, and this has an x. So really all I'm doing is I'm thinking about taking negative 11 plus 3 minus, remember what that coefficient is 1. So negative 11 plus 3, these are opposite signs or different signs, so I find the difference. Their difference is 8. The bigger number is negative. Don't forget to leave the x. Negative 8 minus 1, remember whenever we have minus, we can keep, flip, change. So negative 8 plus negative 1 is negative 9, same sign, I found the sum, and x. If you wanted to go straight from here to the final answer, you're welcome to do that. Here are two for you to try, a little bit tougher. Go ahead and press pause, do both questions, then press play to see how you did. For my first question, I've got a negative 2x squared and a 5x squared that appear to be like terms. I've got a minus 3x and a plus 2x that appear to be like terms. And then I've got this minus 7 that doesn't really go with anything else. When I write my answer, I tend to write it in standard form, which we haven't talked too much about, but standard form says start with whatever the highest degree is or the highest exponent. So I'm going to combine these two first. Negative 2 plus 5 is a positive 3x squared. Remember that x squared didn't change. Then I have minus 3x and plus 2x, different signs, so I find the difference of 1, the bigger number is negative, so it's minus 1x. I'm just going to write that as minus x. You don't need the 1 in front. And then of course I haven't used my minus 7, so I'm going to bring that straight down to my answer. Remember, if you had it written like this is the exact same answer and still correct. My second example, negative p and positive 12p are like terms because they're both p to the first. And my minus 6 and my plus 3 are like terms. I'm going to combine my minus p and my 12p together. Remember, this is a negative 1 and a positive 12. Their difference is 11. The positive was the sign of the bigger number. And the negative 6 and positive 3 are different signs, so I find the difference of 3. The bigger number is negative, so the answer is negative. So my final answer, 11p minus 3.